Happy New Year 2024 to all of you watching today. I'm sure you feel refreshed after some time off, having hopefully forgotten about work and looking brightly at what 2024 might bring for you. And you might well tell yourself, this year I will come up with great resolutions that will change my life for the better. Well, stop right there. New Year resolutions don't work. It has been studied extensively. Within 2 weeks to a month, they are gone with the winter wind of work and life commitments. In this video, we work on a recipe of making continuous choices and behavioral changes anchored in what truly motivates you in your life. And for a very simple goal, which is to achieve the positive changes that you want for yourself. Ready to get rid of New Year resolutions? Let's get right in. Hey, my name is Greg. I'm a master coach helping people, teams, and organizations to know themselves, design their future selves, and become their future selves. I'm here to help you live a life where you have control. Where do New Year resolutions come from? They might be coming from the Babylonians 4,000 years ago, who made them mid-March while celebrating the spring harvest during the Akitu festival. Now, quick exercise. Grab a piece of paper or open the Notes app on your phone. Jot down your resolutions from last year. Got them? Great. Now, next to each one of those, you write down if you're still keeping up with it. You're surprised by what you see? You're not alone. Let's have some fun statistics first. 38.5% of US adults set New Year resolutions yearly based on the average of 5 different studies that have been made over the past 5 years. 52.6% focus on one New Year resolution, whereas the other 47.4% set multiple ones. 59% of young adults who are between 18 and 34 years of age have New Year resolutions, making them the largest demographic with New Year's resolutions. And on the screen, you can see the most common New Year resolutions that people take. Without health, we have nothing, so it is not surprising to see it on top. Now, what happened to all those resolutions? 9% of people successfully keep their New Year's resolutions. 23% of people quit by the end of the first week, 64% after the first month, according to a study with Australian and UK citizens, and 81% before the end of the second year. Most people quit on the second Friday of the month, according to Strava, a running and cycling tracking app. Strava named this day Quitter's Day. So why do most people fail at their New Year's resolutions? 35% of people attribute losing motivation as the top reason for giving up, followed by being too busy, 19%, and changing their goals and priorities, 18%. The main reason why people fail is the timing of New Year's resolutions. While people want to achieve change, they have yet to be ready to commit fully. Successful individuals reported more stimulus, control, and willpower. Also, social support and interpersonal strategies became important after the first 6 months of pursuing the goal. Successful individuals are likely to experience 14 slip-ups during a 2-year interval, indicating that resilience or the ability to bounce back from setbacks is essential for achieving success. Let's unpack the psychology of behavior change and see how we can use this understanding to make lasting changes in our lives. First up, let's talk about the trans-theoretical model of change. This model breaks down change into 6 stages: pre-contemplation, contemplation, preparation, action, maintenance, and termination. Understanding where you are in this process can be a game changer. Let's do this together. Think about a change you want to make. Are you considering it, preparing for it, or are you already taking action? Recognizing your stage can help tailor your approach. For example, if you're in a contemplation stage, your focus should be on increasing awareness about the need for change. Next, let's talk about setting goals. Ever heard about SMART goals or OKRs, Objective Key Results? Setting a goal like, I want to be healthier, is too vague. But saying, I will eat 3 servings of vegetables daily for the next month ticks all the SMART boxes. If you want to learn more about great models for goal settings, then you might want to check this one out. Now let's dive into the science of habit formation. Our daily life is a series of habits, from brushing our teeth to the route we take to go. To change a behavior, we need to understand the habit loop, which is about cue, routine, and reward. Here is an exercise for you. Think of a habit you want to change. Identify the cue that triggers it, the routine you follow, and the reward you get. Understanding this can help you modify the loop. For example, if stress is your cue for snacking, try replacing it with a quick walk or deep breathing. There's a lot more about how to form good habits, and you can watch this video about it. You like this video so far? Then you know what to do. Also subscribe and put the notifications on if you want to receive content like this every week. And check out in the description all the YouTube videos and all the links about this concept that we're talking about today, if you want to dig deeper. Now, let's delve into a critical piece of the puzzle: motivation. What really drives us to make changes in our lives? Understanding this can be the key to transforming those fleeting resolutions into lasting habits. Motivation can be intrinsic or extrinsic. Intrinsic motivation comes from within, like reading because you love learning. Extrinsic motivation is driven by external rewards, like reading to get a prize. Which one do you think is more sustainable for long-term change? Let's do a quick exercise. Think of a goal or a resolution. Now ask yourself why you want to achieve it. Write down your reasons. Are they for personal satisfaction or external rewards? This reflection can help you understand your true motivators. Consider the goal of getting fit. If you're doing it to just look good at your high school reunion, that's extrinsic. But if you're doing it to feel stronger and healthier, that's intrinsic. Remember, exercising for a reunion can get you through a few months, but exercising for yourself, that's a lifelong journey. One key aspect of intrinsic motivation is your need to maximize your ARC. ARC was identified by the researchers Deci and Ryan. The A stands for your need for autonomy, the R for your need for relatedness, and the C stands for your need for competence. The Y of your resolution is very much linked to relatedness. You have to relate deeply to the change you want to enact. A change should bring you more autonomy, the capacity to be self-sustaining in your new habit. And if this change is attached to new competencies that you can be recognized for, that's even better. Let's shift our focus toward the role of our environment and community in shaping our journey towards change. Our environment, where we live, work, and socialize, plays a huge role in our behavior. It's like the stage where our habits perform. If the stage is set right, the performance is more likely to be a success. Think about how your surroundings either support or hinder your goals. Here's a quick exercise. Take a moment to assess your environment. Does it align with your goals? Imagine trying to quit sugar with a cupboard full of candies. It's like trying to swim with weight on. Possible, but why make it harder? Now let's talk about community. We're social creatures, and the people around us can have a massive impact on our behavior. Supportive friends and family or even online communities can be powerful allies in your journey. Don't hesitate to assess the quality of your friendships based on how supportive those friends are with your goals, with your resolutions. What happens when we face obstacles and setbacks on our path to positive change? That's where resilience comes in. Obstacles are a natural part of any journey. They can be external, like a sudden workload increase, or internal, like losing motivation. The key to overcoming them is not to avoid them, but to build resilience, the ability to bounce back. Let's try this exercise. Think of a recent obstacle that hindered your progress. How did you react? Now imagine a different response. One that involves accepting the setback, learning from it, and moving forward. This shift in perspective is at the heart of resilience. It's like playing a video game. You don't throw the controller away when you lose a level. You learn what went wrong and try again, maybe with a new strategy. Building resilience involves several strategies. It's about maintaining a positive outlook, setting realistic expectations, and not being too hard on yourself. Remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Much more about how to build resilience can be found in this video here. There is one key aspect that can act like a virtuous or a vicious circle in your quest for changing yourself positively. Your energy levels are key to being able to stick to your resolutions, which is why we take resolutions after the Christmas break. We feel refreshed and we had a mental break from work. The trick here is to achieve this every day, not once a year. For instance, don't try to enact a change in the evening. Most people are completely depleted of mental energy at that time. And the virtuous circle will start based on the quality of your sleep, what you eat, and how much you exercise. Funny, isn't it? They are the main topics of New Year resolutions for most of us. Let me leave you with a quote from Aristotle, who is a famous ancient Greece polymath, who said, "We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit." You might be confused by a long list of resolutions that you currently have in mind. If so, it's time to prioritize. You can learn much more about the best mental models to do prioritization in this video right here.